Libras, this is going to be a reading looking at what harsh truths you guys need to hear at the moment. And the purpose of this reading isn't to be negative or to be positive. It's very neutral. I'm just here to deliver the messages you guys need to hear in regards to the energy. But let's go ahead and get into it. This is general. Take what applies, leave the rest. Make sure you're accompanying these tarot readings with action, okay? Manifestation is not real unless you are someone who is taking action on the things that you say you want. So please don't expect tarot readings to just do the work. I have to make that disclaimer because people think that just getting a reading is supposed to correct your life, but that's not the case. If you don't take the advice, if you don't take action, you're gonna be back at square one complaining, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it and see what's going on. What's the harsh truth my Libras need to hear at this moment? Okay. We have the Two of Earth or the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups, or the Ten of Water, the Hangman in reverse, Messenger of Air in reverse, and we also have the King of Water. Oh, I wasn't supposed to pull these cards yet. That's fine though, I'll just let them stay out. Bottom of the deck, I have the Seven of Air or the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So first message I'm hearing, there's a need for you guys to make sure you're not playing into this like inconsistent game someone is playing with you. It's like some of you guys keep kind of feeding into someone, picking and choosing when they want to be serious about a connection with you and when they don't. And this could consist of them, you know, dealing with other people, or them deciding that they just don't want to commit in general, or just doing things that show the reverse of what they may be telling you in terms of, I want to make this work, I want to do this, I want to do that. So this is like knowing when enough is enough with people's inconsistencies. And also, speaking of inconsistencies, Spirit is also drawing attention to personal inconsistencies. Have you been inconsistent in terms of showing up? Could you show up a little bit more? If so, it's not for you to beat yourself up for what you've done in the past and what you know, haven't done. It's more so now recognizing where you could be, where you could make necessary changes in your efforts and the actions that you take so that you can expect different results, okay? The only way you're ever going to get different results in life is after you change the way that you move, the actions that you take, okay? If you're doing things the same way, you're going to get the same outcome. Also, another thing, Spirit is talking about indecisiveness. So some of you are very, very unsure in terms of what personal moves you want to make and also what the future looks like, especially with these two cards together. This feels like I don't have a positive outlook when it comes to the future because I know that certain things that I'm entertaining or doing at the moment may not be long-term things that I either want to do or be involved with, or it just doesn't look promising when it comes to just certain connections, certain investments, okay? What needs to happen though, for a lot of you, you need to follow your heart. Like with the Ten of Waters, and I want to clarify this really quick too. That's going into another thing. But with the Ten of Waters, Spirit is speaking to like your personal happiness coming from spiritual development. So where a lot of you may be feeling lost, confused, maybe going through a level of depression or just needing some answers, reconnecting with Spirit is going to be the ultimate way for you to be back to your happy self. back in alignment. Another message that came through, Spirit is saying some of you guys are so unhappy because you're in an unhappy marriage. And you think that maybe staying in that situation is a financial benefit, but in the end, it's also really tearing at your mental health. So this is you needing to make a critical decision in regards to what is more important. Is your mental health more important, or is save money? Not saying get divorced tomorrow, but this is making sure you're taking in consideration of moves that you can make. There's a need for a perspective shift. Putting yourself first. Libras, what's the harsh truth they need to hear? Yeah, some of you guys, I've been seeing this card for a lot of signs. Some of you have been there for people around you to a fault, to where whenever you need help, people think that you're the strong person and that you got it all figured out. So when you need help, people don't have nothing for you. Okay? So if you have relationships where it's like that, where even if it's not like in a helpful, even though for some of you, this isn't necessarily in the sense of you helping people. This could be like you just always being there to answer whenever someone calls you. Even though they may wrong you in certain ways. It's like some of you guys are just too damn nice, okay? There needs to be a level of reciprocation in some of these relationships that you guys have. Because some of you are like just eating it up in terms of just not standing up for yourself and just allowing things to be wonky and imbalanced. Another message I'm hearing, where some of you guys feel like the universe doesn't have your back on certain things, they actually do, but you may not be seeing it from the point of view of what's actually happening. Like with the Hangman in reverse here and then open your presence, this literally screams to me, it's like Spirit removes someone from your life, and then a lot of you think of it as a negative thing, but it was a good thing because that situation didn't look positive at all. So it's like making sure that you don't get misconstrued like personal temptations or like wants as being something that's just ultimately right for you, because you could want ice cream all day but that doesn't mean that it's good for you. Okay, same thing with certain relationships. You could want it all day, but does that mean that you go ahead and go after it? If you do, that means you have a level of like undisciplined energy. So this is like being able to be disciplined in the things that you need to stay away from, like staying away from temptation. Because temptation is a dangerous thing. It can make you do things that don't make sense. But this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective. If you took something from this video, definitely thumbs it up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.